Welcome to Coin Worth Today. In today's video, we're revealing the top 5 most valuable and rare Liberty Kennedy half-dollar coins from the United States that could be worth thousands or even more. Money bag. These Kennedy half-dollars aren't just pieces of history. They're hidden treasures that collectors are searching for right now. From rare mint errors to low mintage editions, stay tuned to the end to find out which one could be sitting in your collection. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon bell so you never miss updates on valuable U.S. coins, rare finds, and coin collecting tips. The 1972 Kennedy half-dollar with the P mint mark is one of the most talked about coins among collectors, not just for its beauty, but for its potential hidden value. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary coin, but in reality, some rare varieties of the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar are worth thousands of dollars, and in pristine condition, even more. Minted in Philadelphia, this coin bears a P mark that was rarely used in earlier years, making it unique in its own right. While most of these coins were made for circulation, a few special ones with rare errors or in perfect uncirculated condition have fetched eye-popping prices in auctions. These rare 1972 Kennedy half-dollars are truly treasures hiding in plain sight, often found in old collections or inherited coin jars, without their owners realizing their immense worth. One of the main reasons a 1972 Kennedy half-dollar stands out is its historical and emotional value. The Kennedy half-dollar was introduced in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination, symbolizing unity, hope, and remembrance of the American people. By 1972, the coin had already become a beloved icon of American currency. Collectors admire it not only for its design, featuring Kennedy's dignified profile on the obverse and a majestic presidential seal on the reverse, but also for its symbolic power. It represents a piece of American history and a connection to one of the most charismatic leaders the world has ever seen. The 1972 issue, in particular, carries a nostalgic charm that attracts serious numismatists and casual coin enthusiasts alike. The value of the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar with the P mint mark depends heavily on its condition, strike, and rarity. Coins in circulated condition might be worth only face value, but those in uncirculated, proof-like, or error condition can be worth hundreds or even thousands. Some extremely rare errors, like double die obverse, missing mint marks, or misstruck planchets, can send the value skyrocketing. For instance, a perfectly preserved 1972 Kennedy half-dollar graded MS-67 or higher can command massive premiums at auctions. Serious collectors constantly search for these elusive high-grade examples, knowing they could turn a simple 50-cent piece into a small fortune. Even a small variation in the coin's strike or luster can dramatically impact its value in today's booming coin market. What makes these coins even more fascinating is their connection to the rare bicentennial issues that came shortly after in 1976. The bicentennial Kennedy half-dollar, featuring the dual date 1776 to 1976, became a collector's favorite. But what many don't know is that some early 1972 and 1976 coins share experimental planchets and rare minting variations, making them exceptionally valuable. Some of these transitional or error coins have sold for staggering prices, up to tens of thousands of dollars. These discoveries fuel the ongoing excitement among collectors, as even ordinary-looking coins can hold extraordinary potential. Every day, new discoveries emerge from pocket change or old coin rolls, proving that treasure can still be found in the most unexpected places. Experts advise coin enthusiasts to look closely at their Kennedy half-dollars from the early 1970s, especially the 1972 P issue. Examine the surface for sharp details, strong strikes, or any unusual markings, as these could be indicators of rare errors or varieties. Many people unknowingly possess coins that could change their lives. The right 1972 Kennedy half-dollar in mint condition could be worth thousands today, and as time passes, these coins only become rarer and more sought after. Even slight differences in luster, shine, or lettering can make all the difference between an ordinary 50-cent piece and a hidden gem worth a fortune. So, before you spend that old Kennedy half-dollar sitting in your drawer, take a closer look. It could be your ticket to wealth. Rare 1972 P Kennedy half-dollars and bicentennial coins have proven time and time again that history and value often come hand in hand. These coins are not just pieces of metal. They are symbols of legacy, honor, and hidden riches waiting to be discovered. Imagine finding a coin worth thousands or even millions, tucked away for decades. That's the thrill of coin collecting. The idea that the next priceless treasure might already be in your possession. Hold onto your Kennedy half dollars, especially from 1972. They just might turn your ordinary collection into an extraordinary fortune. The 1985 P. Kennedy half dollar is one of the most intriguing coins ever struck by the U.S. Mint, especially for collectors chasing hidden treasures in their change. While millions of Kennedy halves were minted for circulation, some rare and valuable variations have emerged over the years that command astonishing prices in today's numismatic market. The 1985 Kennedy half dollar minted in Philadelphia, marked with a P, might look like an ordinary coin at first glance, but under the right conditions, such as exceptional preservation, striking errors, or unique die varieties, it can become worth far more than its face value. In pristine MS-67 or MS-68 condition, this coin can fetch hundreds, even thousands of dollars at auction, as collectors compete for the finest examples with perfect luster, sharp strikes, and flawless surfaces. What truly makes the Kennedy half dollar series legendary is not just its design, but its deep historical and emotional connection to the American people. Introduced in 1964 after President John F. Kennedy's tragic assassination, the coin became an instant symbol of patriotism and national unity. The 1985 P issue continued this proud legacy, representing the enduring respect for one of the most beloved U.S. presidents. But beyond its sentimental value lies a hidden world of rare minting errors that can send collectors into a frenzy. Off-center strikes, double dies, planchet flaws, and mirror-like proof-like surfaces can turn a simple 50-cent piece into a small fortune. Some of these error coins have sold for eye-popping prices, ranging from $500 to over $5,000, depending on rarity and condition. Even more fascinating is how collectors link Kennedy half dollars with the famous bicentennial coins, which were struck in 1976 to celebrate 200 years of American independence. Although the 1985 half dollar isn't technically part of the bicentennial series, many coin enthusiasts still group them together as modern collectible halves with immense potential for value appreciation. The bicentennial versions, featuring the Independence Hall reverse, have already proven that old coins can yield massive profits. Some rare examples with special minting errors or unique silver compositions have sold for tens of thousands or even millions of dollars, sparking renewed interest in searching for overlooked Kennedy halves from later years, including the 1985 P. The condition of a coin is one of the most powerful factors that determine its worth. A 1985 P. Kennedy half dollar found in ordinary circulation is usually worth around its face value, but a perfectly preserved specimen, especially one graded by professional services like PGS or NGC, can skyrocket in price. Collectors are particularly drawn to those that exhibit brilliant uncirculated surfaces, strong details in Kennedy's hair and facial features, and minimal contact marks. In recent years, as collectors focus on building complete high-grade sets, coins like the 1985 P and MS-68 have become the holy grail for serious numismatists, often selling for several $1,000s when they appear in auctions due to their extreme rarity in such condition. Another exciting aspect of the 1985 P. Kennedy half dollar is its role in bridging generations of collectors. Older coin enthusiasts cherish it as part of a long tradition of U.S. half dollars, while younger collectors are discovering it through online treasure hunts, YouTube coin channels, and viral social media videos. The excitement of possibly holding a valuable coin in your hand drives a sense of adventure and curiosity that few hobbies can match. The thought that a coin you've had for decades could secretly be worth a fortune is what keeps coin collecting alive and thrilling. Whether you find one in an old drawer, a roll of coins from the bank, or a family collection, that one shining 1985 P half dollar might just hold unimaginable potential. So before you spend any Kennedy half dollar, especially one from 1985 with the P Mint mark, take a closer look. That seemingly ordinary coin could be a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Rare coins like these have changed lives and made collectors famous overnight. And if you happen to own any bicentennial or Kennedy half dollars in exceptional condition or with rare minting errors, don't spend them, protect them. They could one day make you incredibly wealthy. In the fascinating world of coin collecting, the next $1 million find might just be sitting quietly in your pocket, waiting for you to recognize its true worth. The 1978 Kennedy half-dollar coin is one of the most talked about pieces among American coin collectors, admired for its beauty, symbolism, and the potential value some rare varieties hold today. Though millions were minted for circulation, certain mint-marked and era varieties have become incredibly valuable, turning ordinary pocket change into treasures worth thousands or even more. Struck in both Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, D mint mark, these coins feature the iconic portrait of President John F. Kennedy, honoring his legacy and representing American strength and unity. The 1978 Kennedy half-dollar stands out not just as a piece of history, but as a potential gold mine for collectors who recognize its hidden worth. What makes the 1978 Kennedy half-dollar so fascinating is that most of these coins were made from copper-nickel clad rather than silver, yet certain special or era versions are believed to contain silver layers, dramatically increasing their value. Some rare specimens were struck on leftover silver planchets from earlier mint years, creating accidental silver Kennedy halves that today are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on condition. Even more enticing, coins in pristine condition, graded MS-67 or higher, can fetch astonishing prices at auctions, especially if they exhibit deep mirror-like luster, full strike details, and perfect surfaces. These are the coins collectors dream about, as only a few survive in such flawless form. Adding to the excitement, certain minting errors and varieties from 1978 have become collector legends. Double die obverse errors, off-center strikes, or coins struck on the wrong planchets can turn a typical half-dollar into a small fortune. A double die Kennedy half-dollar, where Kennedy's profile or lettering appears slightly doubled under magnification, can easily sell for several $1,000s. These rare variations are the result of mistakes made during the minting process. Accidents that today have become highly sought-after treasures. In the world of numismatics, such coins are not just collectibles. They are considered miracles of minting history, beyond their monetary worth. The Kennedy half-dollar series holds deep emotional and patriotic value. First introduced in 1964, following Kennedy's tragic assassination, the coin quickly became a national symbol of respect and remembrance. Americans collected these coins not for profit, but for sentiment. Yet over time, their rarity and historical significance turned them into one of the most collected coins in U.S. history. The 1978 issue, while not as old as the 1960 silver versions, remains part of that powerful legacy. Its association with the Kennedy name gives a mystique and desirability that few other coins can match. Owning one is like holding a piece of American history in your hand. In today's booming coin market, rare Kennedy half-dollars, especially those with errors, silver content, or high-grade certification, can command mind-blowing prices. Some collectors have even discovered that the coins sitting forgotten in drawers or change jars are worth small fortunes. The combination of nostalgia, rarity, and silver speculation has driven prices through the roof. Auctions have seen rare Kennedy halves sell for tens of thousands of dollars, and rumors persist of unique varieties worth even more. Every collector dreams of finding that one coin, the hidden gem that turns out to be worth millions. These are the kinds of discoveries that make coin collecting so thrilling and addictive. So, if you happen to have a 1978 Kennedy half-dollar, especially one with a D mint mark or unusual features, don't spend it without getting it checked. That simple coin could be the key to unexpected wealth. Remember, even ordinary-looking coins can hide extraordinary stories and unimaginable value. Combine that with the allure of rare bicentennial coins, which can fetch jaw-dropping sums in today's market, and you've got a world of opportunity right in your pocket. Check your old change, inspect your inherited coin collections, and who knows, you might just be holding a coin worth thousands or even millions, waiting to turn your fortune around overnight. The 1973 Kennedy half-dollar is one of the most intriguing and collectible coins in American numismatic history. Although millions were minted, certain rare varieties and high-grade examples have become incredibly valuable. Minted at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, these coins bear no mint mark, a D, or an S, respectively. Most circulated coins are made of copper-nickel-clad composition, but the proof coins from San Francisco were struck in both copper-nickel and limited 40% silver compositions for collectors. The rarest among them, especially the 1973 S silver proof coins in perfect condition, can command astonishing prices, particularly those with deep cameo contrast or unique minting errors. When found in pristine, mirror-like proof condition graded PR70, these coins are often auctioned for thousands of dollars, drawing intense attention from serious collectors worldwide. What truly makes the 1973 Kennedy half-dollar so captivating is its connection to the legacy of President John F. Kennedy, whose tragic assassination in 1963 gave rise to the creation of this coin as a national tribute. The emotional and historical significance of the coin elevates its value far beyond its face worth. Collectors often seek out coins with full, sharp strikes showing every detail of Kennedy's portrait and the majestic heraldic eagle on the reverse. When these coins are discovered with vibrant luster and no visible scratches or wear, their worth can skyrocket dramatically. For example, a 1973 D. Kennedy half-dollar graded MS-67 by PCS once sold for over $1,000, an unbelievable return for a coin originally worth only 50 cents. Adding to the excitement are the ultra-rare mint errors that occurred during production. Some 1973 Kennedy half-dollars were mistakenly struck on wrong planchets, foreign coin blanks, or silver composition pieces, making them extremely scarce. These error coins are like hidden treasures, often sold for thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars at major coin auctions. Imagine finding one in your old collection or pocket change, something that looks ordinary at first glance but could secretly be worth a small fortune. These stories of everyday people discovering rare coins worth incredible sums make the hunt for Kennedy half-dollars thrilling for collectors and treasure seekers alike. The fascination doesn't stop with the 1973 issue. The Kennedy half-dollar series includes the legendary bicentennial coins of 1976, which feature the Independence Hall, reverse design, and 1776 to 1976 dual date. Some of these bicentennial halves, especially those struck in 40% silver or with special minting errors, are worth staggering amounts today. Certain proof and uncirculated bicentennial halves in perfect condition have fetched over $10,000 at auction. The combination of historical significance, patriotic design, and rarity has transformed these coins into icons of American coin collecting. If you happen to own one of these shining treasures, you could be sitting on a hidden jackpot without even realizing it. In today's booming rare coin market, collectors and investors are paying record prices for Kennedy half-dollars with exceptional grades or unique features. High-end grading companies like PCGS and NGC certify these coins, and when one receives a top grade, its value can explode exponentially. With a growing fascination for mid-20th century U.S. coins, the 1973 and bicentennial Kennedy have become sought-after investment pieces. Their timeless design, connection to American history, and mystique of rarity make them irresistible to coin enthusiasts around the world. The idea that a small, everyday coin could transform into a priceless collector's item captures the imagination of everyone who dreams of finding hidden treasure. So, before you spend that old Kennedy half-dollar or toss it aside, take a closer look. You might be holding a piece of history worth far more than you think. Whether the flawless 1973, as silver proof, a rare mint error, or a bicentennial edition gleaming with patriotic beauty, these coins hold the power to change your fortune. Many collectors have discovered life-changing value in what appear to be ordinary coins, and the same could happen to you. Remember, some of these rare Kennedy half-dollars and bicentennial coins have been appraised at values reaching into the millions. Keep your eyes open, treasure every coin, and you just might uncover one of America's hidden numismatic gems that could make you rich overnight. The 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar is one of the most talked about and celebrated coins in American history, a true masterpiece that carries not only patriotic pride but also immense collector value. Struck to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the United States independence, this bicentennial coin is a symbol of freedom and history frozen in silver and copper. What makes it especially fascinating is that some versions of this coin, depending on their mint mark, composition, and condition, have reached astronomical prices in auctions. A few rare varieties of the Kennedy half dollar from 1976 have fetched tens of thousands, even millions of dollars, transforming ordinary pocket change into a collector's dream treasure. These coins aren't just money. They are relics of America's revolutionary spirit, and their worth has only soared over time. The Kennedy half dollar was first introduced in 1964 to honor the memory of President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination in 1963. By 1976, to celebrate America's 200th birthday, the U.S. Mint released a special edition with a dual date, 1776 to 1976, making it instantly recognizable. The reverse of the coin features Independence Hall, the birthplace of American liberty, instead of the usual presidential seal. This patriotic design, crafted by Seth G. Huntington, gives the coin an unmatched sense of pride and nostalgia. Most of these coins were made in copper nickel, but the U.S. Mint also released special 40% silver versions, primarily struck at the San Francisco Mint, carrying the Mint Mark S. These silver issues, especially in pristine proof condition, are now some of the most sought-after collector's items on the market. Among all bicentennial Kennedy half dollars, certain versions stand out as exceptionally rare and valuable. Coins with unique minting errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or missing mint marks, can command staggering prices from collectors. For instance, proof coins struck on silver planchets that were meant for other denominations are incredibly rare and can sell for thousands of dollars. High-grade coins with deep cameo contrast or flawless mirror-like finishes can reach astonishing figures at auction. Even circulated versions in near-perfect condition have been known to fetch hundreds of dollars, depending on their authenticity and grading. The difference between a common Kennedy half dollar and a life-changing one often lies in the tiniest of details: mint marks, metal composition, and minting anomalies. Collectors and investors alike are captivated by the Kennedy half dollar, not only for its rarity, but also for a connection to one of America's most beloved presidents. Each coin carries a memory of John F. Kennedy's vision and charisma, as well as the pride of a nation celebrating its 200 years of freedom. The coin's elegant design, historical depth, and emotional value make it a timeless piece for anyone passionate about U.S. coinage. Moreover, the silver bicentennial issues have gained increasing popularity as silver prices rise, adding even more value to these already treasured coins. Whether you're a serious numismatist or a casual coin enthusiast, holding a 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half dollar in your hand feels like touching a piece of American history itself. Today, the bicentennial Kennedy half dollar remains a powerful reminder that hidden treasures can exist in plain sight. Many people unknowingly spend or trade away these valuable coins without realizing their potential worth. A perfectly preserved or error-struck bicentennial half dollar can easily become the centerpiece of collection or a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Experts and collectors constantly search for rare mint variations, particularly those from the Denver D, San Francisco S, and Philadelphia no mint mark mints. Some of the most valuable examples ever sold have achieved record-breaking prices due to their rarity and condition, proving that a single coin could change your financial destiny overnight. So, before you spend or trade any Kennedy half dollar coins dated 1776 to 1976, take a closer look. You might be holding a small fortune. These coins are far more than old change. They are tangible pieces of American legacy, symbols of independence, and potential gateways to immense wealth. The rare bicentennial coins with unique errors, high silver content, or flawless finishes can easily be worth thousands or even millions in today's market. If you own any of these historical treasures, safeguard them carefully, get them professionally graded, and never underestimate their hidden power. One coin from the 1976 Kennedy series could turn you from an ordinary collector into a millionaire, proving that true wealth sometimes lies in the past, waiting to be rediscovered in the palm of your hand.